Muhammad was born in AD 570 in the Arabian city of Mecca. Orphaned at the age of 6, he was raised by his grandfather and then by his uncle, with whom he traveled on trade missions to Syria. Early life. When Muhammad was a young man, he worked as a trade agent for a rich widow named Khadijah. The city of Mecca was home to the Kaaba, the sacred house, said to have been built by Abraham and his son Ishmael. In Muhammad's time, it was filled with pagan idols worshipped by Arabs visiting Mecca on pilgrimages. This arrangement suited the traders because the pilgrims were a source of income. When he was 25, Muhammad married Khadijah and had several children by her. He became rich and highly respected in the city, but was uncomfortable with the pagan worship around him and sought solitude in the deserts and mountains. The message from God. At the age of 40, Muhammad was meditating in a cave outside Mecca when the angel Jibril, or Gabriel, appeared to him. Jibril ordered Muhammad to read, but when he replied that he could not, Jibril squeezed him tightly and insisted, "Read," he said. "Read in the name of your Lord, who created you from a drop of blood." This was the first message that he received directly from Allah. The Night Journey. In about the 10th year of his ministry, Muhammad is said to have undergone a miraculous experience in what has come to be called the Night Journey. Muslims believe he was taken up into the sky in the company of the angels. From Mecca, he was taken to Jerusalem, where he prayed with earlier prophets, including Abraham and Jesus. He then ascended to heaven from a rock now contained in the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem, where he received God's instruction to institute prayer 5 times a day. The message spreads. After being forced out of Mecca because of persecution, Muhammad became the ruler of Medina, which was the target of hostilities by the people of Mecca. When Muhammad took Mecca in AD 630, he behaved with such generosity and tolerance that many of his former enemies became Muslims themselves. 2 years after cleansing the Kaaba of its pagan worship and restoring it to the worship of one God, Muhammad gave his last sermon, asking his followers to obey God and treat each other with justice and kindness. His aim in life was now complete. He had delivered the word of Allah, which would remain true for all time. Muhammad died at the age of 63 in Medina, where he was buried.